Howdy, y'all. So I know that Bonelab is out currently, and there is a lot of people trying to get avatars into the game. So I wanted to make a tutorial to make it easier on everybody, try to get their avatars in. So right now, I have links in the description to show you where to go and where to get this stuff. So one of the first steps, though, is that we need to install Git. There's a blue link right here that'll lead you to it. So you go ahead and download that. Then you need to download Unity version 2021.3.5 F1. Do that. Then you want to make sure you enable all these before you do anything else to the build or whenever you're installing it. And then you need to create a new 3D URP. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. You need to make sure the Unity version is the same one. Now that our 3D URP project has been made, just a disclaimer, I'm not going to go through anything related with Quest. So anything Android, we're not going to be doing that. So right now, what we're going to be going through is for the PC version of Boneworks, or sorry, Bone Labs. I keep getting that mixed up. And the next thing we gotta do is that this is one of the confusing ones that has gotten me. You have to go to package manager in Unity, and you have to add package from a Git URL. So these are like URLs that they listed right here that you need to copy and paste. So you grab it, add package from Git URL, paste it in there, add, and it's gonna install. And I'll be back with y'all after all that's done. Go ahead and get the next two in, and because you need all three of them right here. And once we're done with that, we'll go to the next step. Then once that's done, you want to go to StressLevelZero, Void Tools, validate Marrow project settings, and click on Fix All. This will help make sure everything's compiled properly and there's not going to be any issues or problems with whatever goes in wrong. Alright, so here's the fun part where we finally get to mess with the avatar. So next thing you want to do is import your FBX file. This is mine right here. And we want to switch it to humanoid and apply. And then once that's done, go into configure, make sure everything is where it should be. So make sure all the bones are aligned. Go to the head, and we do not want the eyes and the jaw. And that'll be done. You apply that. Done. Go to your materials, location, use external materials, apply. So whatever materials you apply will go where it needs to go. One thing I like to point out is that whenever you go into these materials, I tried to get Poyomi or Mochi shaders to work in here, but somehow they just want to just not work. They just don't want to work on me. If anyone knows a fix about it, let me know. Or find some way for it to work. But one thing to keep in note is that they like to keep it to the materials that are in the SDK. So the default shader, just to keep a note here, smoothness is kind of like how shiny and glossy it looks the higher the number goes. And for this, we don't want that. We want it to be more subtle, away from all the glossiness. Something like the eye, yeah, maybe a bit more shiny and glossiness to it to give that reflectiveness. So I have this up here to, give it that that sorry, words. Give it that feeling of the eye actually living out. So what we need to do is make sure it is oriented to the default position of the world, the very center of it, and everything is zeroed out. Then we want to turn it into a game object. So we drag this down here and make it an original prefab. And we want to open the prefab in the upper right corner. Sorry about that, the avatar was in the way. So the next thing you want to do is go to add component, avatar, script. It's already here. I already got it right here. And you want to go to your body meshes, make sure the body from the avatar is right here. And go down to event settings, Muro bones, find wrist bones for the left and right wrist bones. Usually it's close to the hand bone. And you want to make an eye center override. I've already made one, but we can do it again. Just right click, create empty, name it eye center override. And it acts as a camera for your eyes, so you want to make it just right in between the eyes to help you see through your avatar. There you go. So the next thing after you get the eye center override on, there's going to be an eye center override tab right here. You just click here, you find your eye center override, and just slap it in there. Next thing we're going to do is mess with this hitbox. I don't really know if it's a hitbox, but it seems like one. It's just that the bigger this hitbox, the more stronger your character or avatar is in the game. I'm not too sure about it, but it comes out that way. But as you can see, like, you just move this box. This is the underbus, so I would kind of put it right there. If you click any of these circles, it just moves an outline out. You just kind of want to get close to the outside of the body, I would say. And you can also do it for the back of all these. And then you have the legs where you can scale the sides and the front and back, and then move the front and back. You know, you're just trying to fill the outlines. StressLevelZero, Void Tools, Asset Warehouse. And we're going to need to create a palette, name it something. I'm going to name it Life Dragon. Me is the offer. And then we will go down here to palettes and select Life Dragon. Go to the inspector, add crate. Then you'll need to type in some things and add some things. So the crate type is an avatar crate, of course. Crate title, Dragon Life. And then the avatar reference is the name of the prefab. We don't want to select the FBX. We want to select the prefab. Select that. And create. Now we go to this purple box right here and go to the inspector, generate packed assets. And I'll give you a preview of everything right here. And now we just pack it. Just pack it. Now it'll just load. And do its thing. Then once that's done packing, there'll be a folder that will show up and it'll give you the pack right here. And once you do have it, you want to copy it, and you need to navigate to a folder under your user files, your app data, local low, StressLevelZero, Bonelab mods, and then paste it into there, and you should be ready to go. And that's it. Let's see y'all in game. Okay, so we're here at the main hub, and I came to the little avatar booth right here, and this is where you will find your avatars at. See, I got one right here, and here's my second one. But right now we're gonna go with and pick the one we just did. He is 2 feet 10 inches, and you can see what I mean by the stats. Is that this guy's taller, and he's got more stats than the guy that's more tinier. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and select the tiny guy. Hello. His hand's a bit messed up, but I don't know why. That's somewhat expected with this game, seeing how that is so far. But hey, here it is. Oh no. Well, If you're going for digitigrade legs, that's probably not going to be a possibility, but someone will figure it out. Though this is just a tutorial on how to get everything into the game immediately and show it off. But yeah, there you go. That's how you import your custom avatar into Bonelab. And just one more thing. To be able to change into avatars, you have to be at an avatar booth. But if you want to change into other avatars, you have to unlock this little wristwatch, which can be, I believe, unlocked by level 12. Not too sure, but yeah, the wristwatch isn't in the game early on. You have to unlock it for the story. I know it's a little frustrating, but that's just how it is. So this is all I'm going to put in the wristwatch, and then if I were to pull onto it, it'll show a little hologram of my little guy right here, and I switch into him. And there you go.